Joining us right now, one of my favorite people who's covered the lively V. Baldoni saga all along, never misses a beat, never misses a document, has the receipts, our friend Elsie. Elsie. Elsie, do you think Judge Liman throws out the last thing, which is this 47-1 section, Blake trying to, we know she tried to file additional information on Monday, and he said, thank you. The court does not require additional briefing at this time. Get out of here. You've wasted enough of my time. He's over it. Will he make the ultimate rule? When will he make the ultimate ruling on whether or not Blake gets her legal fees paid for by Wayfair?
Thanks for having me again, Billy. And I was waiting for your direct deposit to hit because I can't be working for free. I was waiting for your payment to come through before I came to work.
Do you have Zelle? Do you have Zelle?
I was waiting for dental and vision too. I need insurance. I can't be working for free. But thanks for having me. I miss you guys.
Miss you, lovely.
I have no idea how long it's going to take him to make the decision. I mean, he could give us an answer by this week, or we could be sitting on this for 2 months, or he could be so annoyed with them wasting his time pretending they wanted a trial that they don't get an answer till Jones v. Abel is decided. I don't know. I don't know how long this takes to decide. But do I think the answer comes back in Blake's favor? I would be beside myself. Like, my flabber would be gasted. Because why?
But what part of you, what part of it makes you say that? The fact that it's a California, relatively new and untested, section of the California Civil Code, that this very serious, federal judge from the Southern District of New York is just, why are you putting this in my lap? Like, this is not my area.
Not for nothing. I don't think Judge Liman wants, like, when they write his autobiography, when they make, I don't know that he's getting a movie, but when they give him a Lifetime documentary, whatever he's going to get, I don't know that he wants this as part of his legacy as the first federal judge to grant this 47.1. Is a fairly new law that's being tested out that's meant for California. I mean, hopefully, eventually it can cross, extraterritorial and go across the states. But for almost every reason he used to dismiss Blake Lively's claims, which was you filmed in New Jersey, filed in New York, try to apply California law, there's no way he wants this on his conscience, number one. Number two, the big thing with 47.1, and a lot of people who are mad about the settlement, I talked to Kevin Fritz. I know you've spoken to Brian a couple of times. He's peppered that point also for people to understand. 47.1 was never going to go away. It was always going to be decided whether at trial, regardless of how the trial was going to end up, 47.1 was never going to be like in the jury's hands.
Yeah, she acts like it's new. It's not new. Yeah. This has been sitting there the whole time, and it's not.
Exactly.
But there's no way. Is Blake thinking by any chance that if she is successful in 47.1, that all of her legal fees, all $70 million or whatever it was for all, and he only dismissed the Baldoni countersuit. So if she got anything, they'd have to tally up what Blake wasted on that, which I think all of her money was spent on offense, on what she was doing.
I think if you listen to Mike Gottlieb doing his version of a press tour lately, now they've switched the focus of this case from being SH. They're calling the 47.1 the core issue of this case. I mean, he said core issue so many times. I had to go look up core to make sure I understood. I mean, I was colonized by the British, so I know the English language very well. But I was like, does core mean what I think it means? And I was still right, which means my Gottlieb is wrong. You cannot change the definition and the core issue of your case every other Saturday because you feel like it. And again, I think Blake thinks in her head, and you also have to factor in the fact that Wayfair did all of this, but Wayfair is also saying, I don't even care to appeal if you win this or not, which is a big stance to take. They're like, there's no way you get this. So if you really need this to settle, okay. But I don't know that I know you're not going to get this so much that I'm actually not going to appeal whatever the judge decides. If we're left with a bag and we have to pay you generational wealth, we'll pay. But there is no way, like I would be beside myself if she gets this.
But she said, I mean, like she's saying, or Mike Gottlieb is saying, Blake won that. But it was dismissed. So how do
Exactly.
you win a dismissal?
So I think one of the main points, in order for 47.1 to even be considered, the person has to prevail. So, and they're calling Blake Lively winning by saying Judge Lyman tossed out Justin's claims back in June of last year. But again, it was on a technicality. And they say the statements Blake made also had to be true. But I was talking to Carol yesterday, and Blake lied in those statements a couple of times. She brought up the fact that Jamie Heath talked to her about his corn addiction. Jamie never told you that. You and Jamie never had that conversation. Later on in her deposition, she's like, I don't even know what's what. I was confusing the two. Maybe he may have told me, maybe he may have not told me. We also have you saying Jamie showed you a video of his wife giving birth. And then we got Ellen Garofalo in court when Natasha, it came up. Natasha said, actually, show the whole world the video. Let them decide if it is or not. And we've seen that video, pieces of it at least on Mother's Day last year and just a couple days ago. Jamie posted them on Instagram, and guaranteed Instagram would have restricted that video if it was anywhere close to what Blake wants to describe to the audience. So they want to claim she
Wait, did you
prevailed.
just say Jamie Heath posted the actual video he showed?
Yeah, again, he never showed the video to Blake because Blake literally saw like a flash of his phone. Let's just say Jamie literally flashed his, oh, Justin said you wanted to see that. And then Blake literally started freaking out. So let's just
But
call it, she
he
saw it.
then, what you're saying, he posted the whole video so the world could see?
Yeah, we've seen at least 2 or 3 minutes of that birth video and fractions of it on Instagram
I
since
missed it.
last year. This is not news. Your
I
audience,
guess I
I'm sure,
missed
has
it.
seen it. And when they went to court, the last hearing, Ellen Garofalo, the Wayfair lawyer, said, actually, Natasha Heath no longer wants to withhold that video, show the world. So that was something I think Blake was very scared
Wow, I
about.
like Natasha Heath. She is a
Yeah, I said, Natasha,
stone
come get your
cold.
baddie girl chain. Because that's that she's like, okay. And Natasha works with other women to have home births like that.
Is there anything
So
more annoying to a woman than a woman, Blake Lively, saying that's a birthing video
yeah,
is porn?
it's
Shut.
absolutely ridiculous.
Oh,
Like that
then we
is
have
one of my
51% of America are porn stars. Do the math. I mean, it's okay, Blake.
If I carry the two, hold on. If I carry the two,
You know what that
I
makes
mean,
you, Elsie?
you know what's no, I'm a good Christian
According to
African girl.
Blake. According to
No,
Blake.
I'm a good Christian
Bow,
African
chicka,
girl. I
bow,
have
bow.
morals.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
You know what's wild about that is, and I didn't watch Gossip Girl till recently, and literally the first episode of Gossip Girl is her doing the dirt on a bar. Like quite literally, that was more schmexy
Doing
than
the dirt
Natasha
on a
Heath's
bar.
birth video. Like you were literally doing the dirt. We saw you almost like remove your top multiple episodes in Gossip Girl. So what are you talking about? Is the most consistent thing about the woman is her inconsistency. And I know I just know she's at home like, why did I do this?
And I'm so B deep right now, B's deep, that I gotta. I'm not saying it, not in front of you. I have too much.
You said everything else, Billy. You said everything else. Don't let us stop you now.
I love it. Okay, I got one for you. So Rob Shooter, we love Rob. He's a great guy. He's very well intentioned, but I don't know. Rob is running with this this story that Justin Baldoni is definitely going forward with the sequel, and he's open to having Blake back into the movie in her role. And we all know that he's, Baldoni is a peaceful and earthy guy. Heavy on the forgiveness, I'm sure, but I don't know. Anyway, I reached out to someone and who would absolutely know. And let me be careful reading this, but no. The studio, we all know, Wayfair does have the rights to the sequel. There's definitely a lot of conversation about what to do with it, but nothing has been discussed about it with one single actual, from the inside. Nothing is going forward. No conversations, not a single person. Nothing's gone into that.
And I could have told you that for free.
Anyone knows that, but I think Rob is going, literally now what I'm hearing is
no. I think that sequel sits on a shelf or in a bottle and they toss it in a deep end in an ocean in Costa Rica somewhere.
Can you recast the whole thing in 5 years? Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
But even that, like, do we really like who cares?
Baldoni doesn't
Like,
want
who
to be in it.
really
He
cares
shouldn't be
anymore?
in it. Ryle, he should not be in it at all. He should not cast himself again. No.
I don't know that he wants to make Colleen Hoover another cent, and I don't know that he cares about the
Right.
money enough to make the sequel. I think
Good point.
whatever project he does next will do
Good point.
fine. It doesn't have to be another Colleen Hoover flop. Like, no, Colleen Hoover, like, is not writing another book that's gonna do well. She's done. He's not about to help her recuperate money. Like, that is, I mean, he's good with charity work, so he might, but why would he put himself through that? It doesn't matter what he does next. It will do fine because people will show up in droves to see it. But I don't know that people are done. Like, I don't ever want to hear it ends with us when we're done with this. Like, who is coming for it ends with us
Right.
part two? The drama. I
Just
mean,
Just
ridiculous.
Khaleesi in the comment section says Justin should cast Elsie as Lily. Are you open?
You know what? Y'all are a mess. You know, I sooner believe I would be cast as Lily in a sequel than Blake Lively getting another job on a wafer set. Like, oh, unless they're wearing body cams, like unless Justin is just gonna be wearing body cam, like Jamie, the caterers, everybody's just gonna be wearing body cameras and recording everything. It's gonna be a mess. Nobody wants that.
That's so
Who wants
funny.
that? Uh-uh.
Yeah. Else, you're amazing. What are we missing? When do you think he makes the ruling? I think it's this week. I mean, why would he sit on this?
We've speculated in our group chats that we have with some of my lawyer friends. I think he might be wanting to, like, Judge Liman might want to wash his hands. I mean, just the one sentence he responded back to my godly was so funny to me.
Yep.
Because it's like, I don't want to hear nary a thing. Just don't talk to me. And I think we get a ruling by the end of this week.
Me too.
Or never. Not never, but it's either this
Wouldn't it be
week
great
or
if he just never responded and everyone's like, oh,
Never.
sorry, we're waiting for your ruling on the. Yeah, I know.
My
Okay.
docket is full.
Yeah. No, thanks.
I would love that. But I also think that would give Blake Lively too much room and her lawyers too much room to do this spin of whatever it is that they're doing. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Every day she's gonna come, and I think she's trying to convince herself and her audience, I did this for you guys. This 47.1 moving forward is gonna help. No, real victims are gonna get their due, not you. We know what you try to do.
Elsie, did you go to law school or did you just learn all this stuff on the internet?
I have a Hulu subscription, a Netflix subscription, a Prime subscription. Them shits are expensive as law school. And there are a lot of law TV shows on there. So yes.
You're self-taught. Well, I don't know.
I've
You should
been
be
to law
like
school on TV.
in the Karen Reed trial, there was a juror that ended up being hired by the team for all the civil trial. She came in, for the second criminal trial, when they tried Karen Reed again, there was the woman who was on the jury, and then she joined the legal team. I mean, this could be a movie. This could be some kind of series itself. That Elsie joins, the Friedman law offices. I think he should hire you.
Kevin Fritz has offered to join my firm. Kevin Fritz, Justin's lawyer, has offered to join if I want to start a firm. He offered to join me because he's actually shocked that I'm not a lawyer or don't have any background. He's like, "What do you mean?" Yeah. And then he's shocked I didn't do content before this. He's like, I don't understand. Explain further. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'd feel
this
good.
This is pure instincts.
I'd feel good with you at my table in my corner. Else,
no, I'm telling you, get yourself in trouble and call me. I'm sure I can get you out. Let's test it out and see.
There she goes, the liquidation queen of Ohio.
By the way, where did you get Ohio from, Billy? Let's talk.
Indiana, Illinois, Pennsylvania.
Wait, Miami, Ohio? Miami, Ohio is a real
Pennsylvania.
Place. No.
Where, I don't know. I mean, do you want to reveal? You are the liquidation queen.
I feel like I say this every day and I just said it like 10 times, but somehow it's going over your head. So I'm okay with being from Ohio. I've never been there, but hey.
She can liquidate and nobody can liquidate like
nobody
us.
Can liquidate like I can.
I love you, babe. And
Blake wants to pay for her kids' college after this. Liquidation might be the route because acting won't be it.
I'll tell you what, if you don't follow Elsie on the socials and every channel, you got to do it. She's just all over it. She is our free lawyer. Elsrich.
I appreciate you guys.
Rich. Love you. Thank you.
You. And if you want me here again, just make sure your payment gets to me on time, okay?
Do you take Zelle?
Yeah.
You do? Which one don't you take?
Bye, Billy. Go finish your day. Bye.
I'll see you.